kinds of it. I was just saying at the table, I think literally 70% of the season I'm restrained in some way. Whether it's handcuffs, tied to a chair about to be burned alive, shackled to a little shack while being muzzled, being fed bean mush, being fed mushrooms that make you shit your pants, being tied and strapped down to a chair. Like it's just the whole season is drinking my own piss. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
They like to torture you.
They like to torture me. They really have some issues with me. I don't know what it is, but they really don't like me. They want to see me restrained, held against my will. I think his greatest strength is his fight. Like, not like physical ability to fight, but the fight within him, that he's never going to give up, and he's going to constantly, even when he's put through hell, he's going to keep on fighting, so to speak, towards a better future and saving the world. And so I think he's a lot of heart in that sense. And I think that while he's not very smart, he's knowledgeable. So like he knows a lot of things, and especially when it comes to sci-fi and time travel, and his references of movies and strategy from video games and things like that kind of come into play with some of his decision making. Doesn't always mean it goes well, but those are probably some of his strengths, I'd say. We talk a lot about it between the seasons, kind of like the general arc of where he's going and everything like that. And then day to day on set, when we get the new scripts come in for the episodes, we all talk about it. We do read-throughs and kind of discuss things that work, things that don't. It's a super collaborative environment, so it's a nice, safe place to come up with ideas and also have ideas shot down sometimes. But it's really good to say quite a bit.
What's been shot down?
Shot down. Oh, well, I had this idea for season 3 as a whole that was like we're being chased through the decades by like time police kind of thing, and they had actually had a similar idea, and I think we're like working on that for if we have a season 3. I think maybe that's the direction we'll head in for season 3 if we get to that. So it wasn't really shot down. It was like, that's cool, we're gonna put it over here for now, and then maybe. Yeah. A robotic dog.
Seriously?
Yeah, because it's a sad story for Josh Hutcherson. But there's actually a lot of really great characters that come into play, especially with Wolf and his cluster family that he now lives within. Really funny characters there. Dr. Stu Camillo, Haley Joel Osment's character, has a much bigger role, and he's hilarious in this. And I have a few scenes where I play opposite myself again, so that's really fun. Yeah.
Gutting to be finding out that you're the enemy, the thing that you've been trying to kill forever. So, and the fact that it jeopardizes the wonderful relationship between Wolf and Tiger. So that's a bit, I guess, devastating to her. But she overcomes it. Well, it gets a little, they become a bit estranged. And a bit, it's tough, and then, as it is with the structure of TV and film, it comes back around, so. What's interesting is that the first version of the script that I ever read, she was colder and much more sarcastic, and it was just a lot of real deadpan, not caring. And that was appealing to me, but at the same time, I don't. Something's got my eye. I don't like characters that don't have a warmth and a depth to them, and that can be relatable. Because yeah, exactly. There needs to be that, because otherwise you can't connect. And why would you care about that person? Because I watch things and I see actors, and I'm like, I don't care about this character, even though I'm supposed to, but I want to know what's underneath. I want to see the human part of them. So it wasn't there, and I think they realized that quite quickly. And then it did. It evolved into that, and I was so happy about that. And it gets even more so in season 2. So that's very fun for me, and it makes me more proud to play that character.
When he finds something that is surprising to him and affects him in a way that's surprising. Like in this season, he finds love in various forms, and that was really fun to play because it's a surprising thing, and he goes. The thing is, he never goes halfway. He goes all the way, and everything else be damned. Like, this is what I'm doing. Yeah. So yeah, I think it was finding love was a fun thing to play with. It's challenged. We start to find out at the end of season 1, we the audience, that Tiger is biotic. And so we start dealing with that through season 2. And that's a big challenge. It puts a pretty big strain on the relationship. Because honor and trust are a huge thing to hold. 2 huge things to hold. And, once... Yeah, he really values honor and truth. And if you go against that, it's hard to talk about this too, because the thing is, we get so close in the show that there were a few scenes where I had to be pretty nasty. I had to get pretty nasty with Tiger, and because of this, and it's really emotional. It's really hard to do. I mean, it's not hard to do, but it's hard to do that to Eliza and to Tiger. You know what I mean? But it's hopefully fun to watch, thrilling, and that's.